So, Guys, einen wundervollen guten Abend. Nein, David, das darfst du mir nicht wegnehmen. Das darfst du mir nicht wegnehmen. Einen wundervollen guten Abend. Ich hoffe, es geht jedem von euch gut. Ihr seht, ich bin heute Abend mal nicht in meiner Person alleine mit irgendwie. Ja, Danny, bist du es? Nee, Danny nicht. Finn? Finn? Nein, Finn ist auch nicht. Bruder, David, was geht? Ey, schön, dich mal wiederzusehen.
Bro, ich habe mich irgendwie reingeschlichen.
So, warst du das letzte Mal beim Friseur? Erzähl mal, Friese sitzt. Ich sag dir ehrlich,
Bro,
sieht gut
Friese
aus.
sitzt gar nicht, ich sag dir ehrlich. Eigentlich käme auch das, ich sag dir ehrlich.
Oh, lass doch mal unterschwellig ein paar Komplimente machen. Nein, hey, es freut mich unglaublich. Ich bin seit Wochen so hyped auf diesen Call. Ich habe seit Wochen so Bock, ihr glaubt es gar nicht. Oh, und glaubt mir, es war einfach Schicksal. Ich sage euch, wie es ist, es war einfach Schicksal. Denn ich muss euch ganz kurz die Geschichte dazu erzählen, wie es zu diesem Call gekommen ist. Denn ich habe mit der Dame, die nachher hier speaken wird, geschrieben und habe sie gefragt, hey, würde sie bei uns auf dem Bootcamp sprechen, bla bla bla. Sie hat gesagt, hey, sie hat keine Zeit, aber sie kann am Montag. Das war Montag vor 1,5 Wochen. Und David schreibt ihr, ich glaube, gefühlt am gleichen Tag, ja, eigentlich hätte ich mal Bock, dass du bei uns auf dem Call speaken würdest, bla bla. Sie hat gesagt, da Sonntag. Das heißt, der Call wäre Sonntag und Montag gewesen. Und ich und David haben telefoniert. Er so, weißt du, wen ich am Sonntag auf dem Teamcall habe? Anastasia. Und ich so, oh nein, das kann jetzt nicht wahr sein, weil ich habe die am Montag auf dem Bootcamp. So, ja, war auf jeden Fall eine lustige Geschichte. Das Thema ist, sie hat dann den Call verschoben, weil es bei ihr irgendwie nicht ganz reingepasst hat. Und dann haben wir gesagt, hey, ganz ehrlich, dann machen wir den Call einfach zusammen. Lass den Call einfach zusammen machen. Und so sind wir, glaube ich, hier gelandet.
Ja, ehrlich, also wirklich verrückte Geschichte. Also krasser Zufall, weil ich dachte so, ich rufe jetzt Yannick an und ich dachte so, okay, Bro, der wird sich jetzt gleich richtig freuen, wenn er hört, wer da auf dem Teamcall speakt. Und dann sagte er mir so, ja, Bruder, ist coole Sache, aber einen Tag später speakt sie bei uns. Also verrückte Geschichte auf jeden Fall. Ich freue mich erstmal, dass es jetzt trotz des ersten Mal Verschiebens etc. pp. Und so weiter und so fort jetzt trotzdem alles einwandfrei geklappt hat. Ich freue mich, dass wir das Ganze hier so natürlich auch gemeinsam machen, dass wir auch wirklich jetzt eine ordentliche Anzahl an Leuten auf dem Call haben. Ich freue mich, dass jeder Einzelne sich die Zeit genommen hat an einem Mittwochabend. Man könnte anderes tun. Draußen ist extrem schwüles Wetter. Es war vielleicht auch für den einen oder anderen langer Arbeitstag. Aber ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass der Mehrwert, der heute kommen wird, sehr inspirierend und sehr hilfreich für eigentlich gefühlt jeden hier auf dem Call sein wird. Weil Yannick und ich haben auch lange darüber gesprochen oder auch mit ihr gemeinsam kommuniziert, über was sie heute sprechen wird oder sprechen darf. Und wir sind wirklich auf einen gemeinsamen Nenner gekommen, wo wir sagen, hey, das ist ein Thema, das wird scheppern. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, das wird scheppern. Yannick, hast du dazu was zu ergänzen gerade?
Nicht großartig. Das Einzige, was ich sagen muss, du hast gesagt, ja, man könnte auch woanders sein. Nein, ich sage euch ehrlich, ihr könntet heute Abend nicht woanders sein, weil der einzige richtige Ort, an dem ihr heute Abend sein könntet, ist hier auf diesem Call. Weil es ist unglaublich, was ihr von ihr für einen Input mitkriegen werdet, was ihr von ihr lernen könnt. Ich habe so viel von ihr gelernt. Ich bin so extrem in meinem Trading durch sie gewachsen. Und ich glaube, dass jeder von euch, nein, streich das Glaube, ich weiß, dass jeder von euch auch unglaublich wachsen kann. Ich weiß, dass jeder von euch die Nuggets, die sie droppen wird und auch das Thema, was sie droppen wird, unglaublich, dass jede Person von euch unglaubliches Level-Up dadurch machen kann. Bei mir hat es auf jeden Fall was geholfen. Mich hat es unglaublich weitergebracht, ihr zuzuhören, und mich hat es unglaublich weitergebracht, von ihr zu lernen. Deswegen habe ich da eigentlich nicht mehr viel hinzuzufügen, David.
Safe, Bro. Ich habe auch gerade schon gesehen, eine ganz besondere Person ist auch gerade dem Call gejoint und es ist keine geringere als unsere große Special Guest heute, und zwar Mrs. Anastasia. Alright, Leute, ich werde sie ganz kurz, oder Yannick und ich werden sie ganz kurz gemeinsam auf Deutsch edifieren, bevor wir dann wirklich ins Englische switchen. Und ich sage euch, wie es ist. Leute, ich bin euch ehrlich, ich hatte Anastasia wirklich sehr lange gar nicht so krass auf dem Schirm, weil ich war damals extremst in meinem Anthony Paris-Film, dann extremst in meinem Manny Q-Film, und ich habe da eigentlich straight die Linie verfolgt, dass man nicht jetzt auf zu viele Educator gleichzeitig gucken soll. Aber was bei mir wirklich der krasse Switch war, war ihr Part auf der Rotterdam Convention diesen Jahres. Drop mal einen einzelnen Chat, wenn du dieses Jahr in Rotterdam gewesen bist und einen Part unter anderem auch von Anastasia live erlebt hast. Leute, ich sage euch, wie es ist. Der Part hat mich extremst abgeholt, extremst inspiriert und hat mir extremst viele Mehrwerte mitgegeben, wo für mich schon klar war, hey, diese Person brauchen wir Minimum einmal bei uns auf dem Call. Oder Yannick, was sagst du?
Zu 100%, Bro, zu 100%. Absolut krass. Bei mir war das damals, bei mir war es auch so, ich bin vollkommen bei dir. Ich hatte sie lang einfach so gar nicht auf dem Schirm. Habe so ein bisschen mein Smart Money vor mich hingetradet, habe so ein bisschen so, ja, dies und das getradet in der Hinsicht. Und ja, habe eigentlich gedacht, das läuft eigentlich ganz gut. Und dann habe ich mich so ein bisschen umgeschaut, wie ich einfach meine Strategie verfeinern kann, wie ich noch mehr ins Detail gehen kann, wie ich vielleicht ein paar Punkte für mich finde, um einfach für mich selber sicherer zu sein, um einfach für mich selber ein besseres Gefühl zu kriegen. Und ich bin auf Anastasia gestoßen. Ich glaube, ihr großes Markenzeichen ist einfach ihr Volumen-Bootcamp, was sie auf GoLive hat. Und ich saß ohne Witz, also es tut mir leid, dass jetzt alle meinen Rachen sehen müssen, aber ich saß so, vor meinem GoLive. Ich saß so vor meinem GoLive, es ist ohne Witz. Ich saß so vor GoLive, weil ich mir einfach gedacht habe, hey, das ist das, was ich hier gerade lerne, ist Gamechanger. Das, was ich hier gerade lerne, bringt mich nochmal auf ein neues Level, bringt mich nochmal 1% nach oben. Denn ich sag euch, wie es ist, im Trading hast du relativ schnell 80% erreicht, wenn du jetzt sagst, du willst Smart Money traden. Weil 80% von Smart Money oder sagen wir 90% oder sagen wir 95%, weil diese 80, 90, 95% bestehen aus den Basic-Sachen wie Liquidity Grab, Order Block und so weiter und so fort. Und die erkennt eigentlich jeder, der sich 2 Monate mit Smart Money beschäftigt. Das heißt, du bist in Smart Money eigentlich die Jahre oder die 2, 3, 5, 10, 15 Jahre, nachdem du diese 80, 85, 90% eigentlich gelernt hast, bist du auf der Suche nach diesen 0,5, nach diesen 1%, nach diesen 0,2%, die es nochmal schaffen, dich nochmal ein Stückchen weiter nach oben zu heben, die dich nochmal ein bisschen sicherer machen. Und ich bin euch ehrlich, ich habe in ihr für mich selber nicht nur diese 0,5, nicht nur diese 0,7, sondern ich habe in ihr 2, 3% gefunden, die mich selber nochmal um einiges nach oben gehoben haben. Und deswegen ist es ein absolutes Blessing, sie hier auf diesem Call zu haben. Deswegen ist es ein absolutes Blessing, sie hier zu haben und einfach von ihr nochmal wirklich persönlich lernen zu können. Das ist absolut krass. Ich bin absolut excited. David, Bro, bevor wir das noch so in die Länge ziehen,
Yes.
willst du es auf Spanisch machen, willst du es auf Französisch machen? Ich glaube, du kannst genügend Fremdsprachen, aber mach's auf Englisch, dann versteht es jeder.
Ja, Bro, ich würde sagen, ich switch ins Englische. Während ich das mache, kannst du sie ja schon mal hier mit uns anpinnen, dass wir sie auch sehen können. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I switch into English. Anastasia, it's a big pleasure for everyone on the call to have you here with us today on this Wednesday evening after some complications in the past for the first call we set on, but it's no problem because we made it and we are very excited. It's so great to see you here on the call. We already edified you in German for like almost 20 minutes, I don't know. So we're really excited to have you on this call, and I have nothing more to add on. So I would say the stage is yours. We are excited and we look forward what you have for us today. And so the word is yours, the stage is yours. And ladies and gentlemen, let's explode the chat box for GoLive Educator Anastasia. Let's go.
Yannick, David, thank you so much for inviting me today on the call. And I'm very excited to have here, to be with you guys here on this call today. And I apologize for the inconvenience in the past week. My mom was suddenly coming to Spain as well. And it was very important for me to spend time with her as well. But I really appreciate understanding of all of you. And I'm really excited. I'm really grateful to be here with all of you on the call and to be able to also to help you guys in some ways within your trading careers, right? So Yannick, David, once again, thank you guys for inviting me here on this call with you guys and with your teams. And it's my pleasure to be here. So let's get started. I guess let's get started, right? Guys and girls, it's my pleasure to be here and to see all of you. For those of you whom I can't see on the camera, for those of you whom I not, I'm really happy you guys are here as well. And let's fire it up. I'm not going to talk today about the strategy, although I heard David and Yannick speaking about order flow and liquidity and everything. I don't understand anything from German, I'm sorry. So I guess they were explaining the strategy as well and smart money, right? And approaches to this, but we're not going to talk about the charts necessarily and straight away today, all right? What we're going to talk today about is what also your amazing leaders asked me to bring up is something that is going to help you no matter which strategy you trade. Because you might trade my strategy, you might trade another strategy. It doesn't matter. I always say that it does not matter for me what do students trade, because I'm here in the GoLive to provide value from my side, and there are many amazing other educators. The most important for you guys is to make profits, to be happy, because in the end of the day, we do trade to make profits, right? However, we are here also to make trading work and to make trading our careers, right? And I want to ask you guys a question in the beginning of our today's call. How long have you all been in IM Academy? Can you please put me in the chat box? How long have you been in IM Academy and how long ago have you started your trading journey? I see over 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, we have 9 months, 1 year, February, almost 3 years. Okay, we have most of you guys are here already around the year. Let's say that statistically we put all of these answers in the chat box together. I see some of you who just started, and well, welcome to I Am Academy family. Like, welcome everyone who just started in a couple of last months. But for those of you who are already here, right? Let's say that overall it's something around the year you guys are here. And now I have a question for you guys. Actually, Danik, I would need to share my screen. So I would need the permission for this, if possible. Yeah. Fine. Yes. Perfect. Fantastic. We're going. I have a question for you, because we're going to talk about some things that I told about in Rotterdam Convention, and we consider with David and Yannick them extremely important. So I'm going to bring some more things up, because we only had 20 minutes in Rotterdam, and now we have a full hour for you guys to also bring up some more value. But I have a question for you who have ever experienced, and if it's you and you know that you experienced that, don't be shy, don't be afraid. Put me some 111 in the chat box, and put me I did it, I experienced this in the chat box. Don't be shy, because admitting it is the first step to be able to get outside of the cycles, right? And the questions are, have your account ever been stuck in the up, down cycle? In this period of time when you are making profits, and then it's all the way almost where you started. And then again, you have a good run, and then again, it's a downside, right? And you're moving in this ways, and sooner or later, you start asking yourself questions, right? What am I doing wrong? I mean, everyone has told us to be patient and to trust the process, but it's normal at some point on your journey, if you experience this upside down cycle, to start asking yourself questions. Am I doing something wrong, right? Is there anything I'm missing? So the second question is, your knowledge and understanding increase, but account balance doesn't. And I found myself in this situation so many times. I mean, over years, guys, years, I've been learning, and I knew every single strategy in our academy, and I've watched countless YouTube videos, and I knew every single indicator that you would put in the chart, and I knew how to use them, but my account balance did not reflect it at all. I mean, you know this feeling when you learn, but it doesn't reflect. And you know you learn it, and you know it, but you just don't have any physical something that can confirm it, and that can give you a feedback that you are doing something right. I know how it feels as well, and I know that all of this too, the things can lead also to emotional burnout in trading. And no one is talking about this. Everyone is talking that how trading is amazing and can change our life, and it is. But not a lot of people actually do talk that you can't get only emotional burnout when you go to 9 to 5, but you can also get emotional burnout when you trade or when you build a team, right? And I'm going to tell you that every single one of us and every single entrepreneur in the world actually does have it, right? And it's only now that people start talking about this. And it's important to know that you're not alone in this as well. And the last thing is, have you ever experienced the moments in the day when your self-confidence and your mood depends on the outcome of the trading day? If it was a good day and you got some profits, it's a good day. And you are happy and you are excited and you feel proud of yourself. But when it's a bad day, you feel down and you feel discouraged and you feel like you're not good enough, right? Have you ever felt this, guys? And I see a lot of you in the chat box with the feedback that you guys had it. And I know how you feel because we've all been there. And I don't get me wrong, when you watch us as educators, we are of course there because all of us actually did a lot of work, right? And there are many, all the educators on the platform are people that you can learn something from, but you can't just idealize us as educators. Because what a lot of people do, they come in IM Academy and they say, oh my God, that educator who is making XXXX money, right? 0,000, and where am I? And I'm here, right? And they don't have losses or they don't have bad days, or they don't have mood swings because of trading, or because they don't have the losing strikes and I have, so I'm doing something wrong. So, well, I'm here to tell you as an educator that every single educator actually does have losing strikes. And every single educator does have bad days and bad weeks and bad months as well in that trading journey, because trading journey doesn't count in months. Trading journeys count in many, many, many years. And what is the chance that in many, many, many years, you will never experience the downward strike, right? Losing strike of the trades. What is the chance that you will be positive about your trading every single day throughout the 5-10 years? Well, there's almost zero chances. So when you feel that you are not good enough, or you are the only one with this emotion, the first thing I want to tell you guys that it's not the case. And every single person you are looking up to actually does experience this as well. So the question is basically, what is there what is the difference between people who actually experience all of this, but still make it in trading, and people who experience, again, all of this, but they quit and they leave and they give up on trading? And you see them leaving and saying, trading is not for me, or trading doesn't work. So what is the difference? And all of us experience exactly the same thing, going through exactly the same emotions, going through exactly the same difficulties. Well, that's what we're going to talk about. So the topic, just like a Rotterdam, but a little bit more extended, is going to be how to stop being a smart but broke trader. Because in the end of the day, you guys, everyone here on this call is smarter than an average person. Because if you come to an average person on the street, you will, it's smarter in case of obviously trading, right? An average person on the street, no one will know how to trade. And no one will even have an idea how to open your MetaTrader 4 account and place a trade there. And they will look at it like it's a Chinese language. So first of all, I want to give it up back to you guys, because you are doing something that 99% of the world will never do. They will never even try, because it's going to be too difficult, because it's going to be too scary, because it's going to be something totally new, something they don't know, something they don't experience, something they're afraid of, right? It's some sound coming, so I'm going to be slowly moving there. So you guys, I want to give it back up to you, and so you can feel that you are actually doing something right, that you are doing something that a lot of people don't, and that's your power. Your power is in the fact that you're making this decision every single day, because it's not one-time decision, right? It's not that you made the one decision when you signed up to IM. No, you made decision every single day to wake up and to try again, to wake up and do it again, to wake up and to learn again. So I want to give it all up, but the question is how to stop being only smart, but actually also start getting something physical out of it, right? And that's what we're going to talk about. So trading as business, and a lot of people actually separate these two topics. They think, okay, that's business, that's building a team, that's building a company, and that's trading. And my proposition is today is to launch it and to try to look at it from the same perspective. Because in the end of the day, you guys as traders, you are entrepreneurs. No matter if you trade, if you build a business, don't build business. It's just that you have one person in a company, and it's you. Because in the end of the day, no one tells you what to do, right? And you wake up every single day and you are your own CEO, and you decide what is the task for the day, what is the priorities, and you do this. You are managing your finances in and outs and so on and so on. So you guys are the CEOs of your own business. You guys are those who are actually owning your own company as a trading small trading company, right? Is one person. So let's have a look at the perspective of, yes, guys, let's not draw on the screen here. That would be very, very nice. That way you will be able to see the text. So let's have a look at this. So first thing I'm going to propose you guys is to find your niche as traders. And that's what a lot of new people do as a mistake, is that you come to IM Academy, you find an educator, and you say, well, that's a great educator, that's a great strategy, or you are in the team and the team trades one strategy, and you see them winning, you see in the chat box like results and this and that and excitement going on, and you say, okay, that works, so I'm gonna do the same thing. And it's great in the beginning to learn about yourself as trader, but in the end of the day, you can't compare yourself to other people. And it's counts the same as trading as it counts the same for life. Because in the end, the trading is a very personal, emotional aspect, right? It's a very individual business model. And your personality depends whom you will be as a trader. You can't come in and if your whole team are scalpers, but your personality doesn't fit scalping, you can't expect yourself to be a great trader and successful one, because it's just not gonna fit, because you're gonna be stressed, because you're gonna be nervous, because it's gonna not let you sleep. And that's what a lot of people do. They say, well, if it works for someone, it's gonna work for me. And am I stupid or something that it doesn't work for me and it works for someone else? Well, not. Maybe it's just not your thing. And the question is always that comes up here is, how do I find what fits me best? How do I find the trading style? How do I find the strategy that fits me best? I'm here for you to say you are most likely not gonna hit a 10 from the first shot. You are just not gonna pick one strategy, and it's gonna be the strategy that you're gonna trade for the whole real life. And answering the question that probably came up within your minds, I knew all strategies in IM Academy, and I traded 3, 4, 5 of them until I found what works for me. So it took me a really long time to be able to find something that worked for me. Okay, guys? Really long time. When I came into IM Academy, I learned harmonics, I learned binary options. I traded binary options for a long time. It's funny, if you watch my GoLive sessions, you will find it very funny. Now, right? I traded scalping. I scalped on 1 minute or 2 minutes, just sitting 15 hours in a row. From the moment I opened my eyes, I was opening my laptop to the moment I closed my eyes. That was the first thing I saw the chart, and the last thing I saw during the day were charts, and specifically scalping in the beginning, right? I was trading Elliott waves, I was trading Fibonacci, I was trading different things. I know how works DeLorean. I know how works every single strategy in IM almost at this point. Until I found something that works for me, which doesn't mean that you are not going to have results until you find your niche. It means that you will have your breakthrough, one of the biggest ones within your trading career, when you will find what suits you best. And how to find it? How do you know that this is something that suits you best? Well, it clicks. It's just like relationship. When you know, you know. I mean, you find the strategy and it just might make sense. It makes sense for you. You understand it well. It's comfortable for you. You are not getting stressed trading it. Because realistically, ask yourself a question. Who wants here on this call to make trading your lifetime career? Let me know in the chat box. I'm going to change because the sun is actually hitting my eyes. That's better. Who of you guys here? Okay, I see everyone. I mean, everyone, obviously, right? That's why we are here today. You can't trade because imagine waking up. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me again? I was disconnected. Perfect. So you can't wake up every single morning being stressed. Because imagine doing something that gets you stressed for the rest of your life. It's not fun. You're gonna get burned out. It's not gonna be enjoyable. Trading, in the core of it, it's really difficult to learn in the beginning, and the most difficult part of it is emotions. But trading must be simple. And if trading is not simple for you, you're gonna have really big difficulties to be able to do it every single day. It should come down to, that's what I do, those are the things that I do, that's what I need to take into account, that's it. As least questions left as possible opened, because the more open questions you have in your strategy and the more doubts you have when you trade, the more emotional mistakes you will make and the more money you will lose. Make sense? Does it make sense? Make sense. So it should be, in the end of the day, simple. And when you find your strategy, and you understand it really deeply, you make sense for you, you understand it doesn't get you stressed, that's your thing. And you will know when you find it, right? So create a business or / trading plan. And now what a lot of people do is that they heard about trading, and I hope that's not you, but that was me. So I'm going to tell this. They hear about trading and they desperately need money. I'm going to tell the story how I started in the end. But they need money and they say, okay, trading is, that's this. I know, like, I understand the basics. Let me just try. And they put money in their trading account and they try. And we all know how the try ends, right? If you try, you know where the money goes afterwards. So if you don't have a plan and if you just try, both in business and trading world, you're gonna get burned in it. No one actually started a big business without having a plan. I'm now in the process of opening something like a company, right? Very special company regarding trading, regarding finances specifically, not trading itself. And guys, it takes so much thinking. So much things you need to check. Licenses, like documents, lawyers, taxes. I mean everything, right? And trading, everyone just puts money in and they're like, oh, let's go. Let's make millions. And that's not how it works. Unfortunately, I tried. I'm going to tell you it doesn't work. Otherwise, we would all be there much faster. So one of the most important things you can do for your trading career is having a plan, a trading plan. And what is a trading plan? The trading plan, first of all, is your strategy. And I don't like calling it strategy, it's a trading system. The trading system, which doesn't only tell you when to enter the market. And I want you guys really make some notes on this, what I'm going to say now. Your trading strategy doesn't, it should not only tell you when to enter the market, but also when to exit the market specifically. So you don't need to doubt every single moment, every single time you enter the trade, when to exit it. If you don't know when to exit it, you should not be in the trade. Both in loss and a profit, right? You should not be in the trade in the first place. Secondary, your trading system should, or trading plan, business plan should tell you what do you do in every single situation that can come to your mind. And I have homework for you guys today. Write down, sit really today in the evening. It's not going to take you a long time, but write down, what am I doing? What am I going to do if the price consolidates, for example, for a couple of hours around my entry? Do I exit? Do I stay in the trade? Do I move my stop loss to break even? What do I do? What do I do if the price, for example, goes in a loss and consolidates in a loss? Again, do I cut losses or do I hope it's going to hit stop loss or do I hope it's going to reverse? What do I do? What do I do if the price, for example, hits my TP1 but didn't go to TP2 yet? Do I move my stop loss to break even or not? Do I take partials or not? Right? Every single question that can come to your mind, you need to answer and write down, because that's what's going to save you time, stress, and money. Because why do you make emotional decisions in trading? It's because you don't know something. It's because you, mainly it's greed, or it's because there is unanswered question. You really don't know what to do in this situation. So you do what you think is best in this moment. But trading is statistics. It's statistics. You need to cut out the things that are expenses and you need to maximize the things that are profitable. And you can only do it when you have trading plan, because if you don't have the trading plan, you are chaotic. It's chaotic. It's like right now you are selling you have a company and you sell apples for $1 each. And then tomorrow you sell it for 30 cents each. And the next day after you sell it for whatever, for $10 each. Right? And you don't track anything. You can't do this. You need statistics. The same as trading. You need statistics. A lot of people actually are so lazy to make statistics. And they're so they are excited when I talk about backtesting, but no one does it. That's a funny thing in being an educator. You see people really excited about the things that you teach, but they don't do it because it takes too much time. So don't be this person. Do it. Backtest it. Write it down. It's going to save you a lot of time, although it's going to take time in the beginning. It's going to save you time in the long run. Another thing is to increase the skills and know the knowledge. Because this is what is called paralysis by analysis, paralysis by learning. Is this a fact? And I'm going to ask you, have you ever been there? Is this a fact when you are learning and you learn more, and you go to all the educator sessions, or you go to all team calls, and you learn and you write things down and this and that, and you have this whole knowledge about trading, but you can't really put together in the practice. Or in fact, when you practice, it comes out wrong and you keep learning and you say, or my mistakes are because I don't know enough, so I'm gonna get back to learning. I'm gonna tell you, when you are in trading for around 1 year, you already know enough to be able to be profitable. That's the truth. And if you are still not, it's not because you don't know enough. Yes, there is always things to learn more, always. And you can't learn them all. I'm gonna tell you immediately. I'm still learning. I'm taking still courses. I'm still paying people to learn it, to bring it to IM Academy, what I learn, and teach people. I'm still learning myself continuously. I'm still testing things. I'm still learning, right? To bring some new things, to bring more things. And educators do this, right? We test it, we bring it to you guys as much as we can always. But you can't continue to learn without putting it into practice, because it's just not going to give you any results. Around 1 year, you have enough understanding and knowledge about the things that need to be done for you to become profitable. And it's usually not because you don't know how to place a trade, or you don't know what to support the resistance, or you don't know how to manage the trade. It's usually because we are not doing what we know we should. So if you are around a year in a company right now, I'm asking you, if you want to become profitable and you still don't, stop learning new things. Reevaluate and think which things you already know, but you still don't apply. Because a lot of the times we know them, but we just don't want to apply subconsciously. We subconsciously push it away. It's usually things are like over leveraging, or moving stop loss to break even, or having a trading plan, or the trading clock where you log your trades that you take, right? Those are two different things, by the way, trading plan, trading clock, right? They're managing your risks correctly. Those are the things that we know we're not supposed to do mistakes in, and we're supposed to have them. But we still don't do this a lot of the times. And we try to skip the things, try to make it work, because subconsciously something blocks us from doing it. Subconsciously, it feels like it's too difficult to have the trading plans, trading clocks, and so on and so on. And we don't do this, and we skip it, and we try to learn more, but you can't compensate not doing things by learning things, right? You can't learn things and not do this. It's better if you do and learn by doing, if it comes to already around 1 year in trading, because you have enough knowledge, then you keep learning and you never apply the basics, right? So again, that says on the slide, and I'm going to repeat it. So what is it even to learn enough, to know enough about trading? It's a very subjective thing, right? Because knowing, is it the same as saying I've learned it and I know it, or is it the same as being able to apply it? Because, for example, knowing how to drive a car, or seeing how someone drives a car and knowing where are the pedals is not the same as driving the car and being able to manage yourself in dangerous situations on the high speed and so on and so on. It's not the same, and it's not the same in trading either, right? So it's important to evaluate, guys, what do you know and you still don't apply? And this something, usually this is where lies your breakthrough. Trust me, I've seen people paying thousands of euros to just come to someone because I was learning from different people, right? I paid the money, they taught me, I brought it to IM. So I saw people who come to these people, they pay money to be able to just try to skip these basic things. But they return to the basics because everyone will tell you to have a trading plan, trading clock, risk management, right? And so on and so on. Yes, they can teach you some new indicators and everything, but the basic is the basic and you can't skip. Analysis is the only way to progress. And I don't mean the analysis of the chart. I mean the analysis by what you do of your trades, right? And again, this is where we come to this boring boring, long thing of back testing and the boring, long thing of logging your trade. I know it's boring. It's easier when you took a trade to take a new trade. I know, especially if you took a wrong one and it's like, come here to this boring thing of back testing and logging your trades. And I know it's boring, but I'm gonna tell you, this is where one of the biggest breakthroughs for me happened in my trading career. Because if you don't do this, you can't analyze what you do wrong. And people come to me, and one of the most popular questions that they ask on every single convention is to how to increase your accuracy. Okay, how to increase your accuracy, how to make better, like how to have better, bigger amount of positive trades. And increasing accuracy is not always adding some more indicators. What a lot of people do is that they take the strategy and they think to increase accuracy, they need to add more indicators. Especially they love doing it with volume that I'm teaching. They take the volume and they try to put it on every single strategy to make accuracy higher. But the problem is that if you do the mistakes that bring you losses, emotional mistakes or the basics mistakes, no matter how many things you're gonna add to your chart, they're gonna still be there. And increasing accuracy doesn't always come down to adding more things to your chart. It's cutting the things that give you losses. It's cutting the things, it's taking your 100 last trades and seeing what are the most common losses you took, the reasoning of it. And you will immediately see what causes most of your losses. Sometimes it's very funny things. People trade, for example, Nasdaq, S&P 500, oil, and gold. And if you put it on the chart, you will see that, for example, person loses continuously on gold, but they keep trading it. So if just they just eliminate one asset, 1 out of 4, and they would leave 3. Their accuracy would immediately go up. But they don't know this until they put it in the paper. You know why? Because we do not remember the things that we do. You will wake up in 1 week from now and you will not remember the trade that you take in the beginning of the week. You will, in 3 months, you will not even know where the chart was at this point. But you know what will? If you put it on paper. Then you will know, or in PDF, PowerPoint, there are so many options. This will give you opportunity at any given moment of time to come back and to see what were your winning trades and what were your losing trades, because I can guarantee you, not only you needed to eliminate losing trades, but you will also face a moment in your career, trading career. And I'm gonna ask help and support of those of you who are here for 2-3 years. Have you ever had a situation when you were trading, and you do exactly the same thing, but then suddenly your strategy doesn't work anymore? And you're like, well, but I do exactly the same thing. I see a couple of you guys here, I see. So this is what you need your trading plan for, like your PDF for, because you can come back and you see, okay, this is what I did to get profitable trades. Those were my profitable trades. What am I now doing wrong? Sometimes you don't even see what you are doing wrong, but you automatically change something and you think you're doing the same thing, but you are not. It's about details in trading. You need to have a perfect example of your best trade you can take. And this is your reference. When you wake up, you look at it and you say, I don't settle for any trade less than this. It's like relationship. You have your standard and you don't settle for less, right? So why do you settle for worse trades? You have your perfect trade. Don't settle for less. Try to find the best ones out there every single day when you wake up. And the last thing here is about burnout. Guys, everyone tells you that you can't you can't quit trading, right? Like, we can't quit trading, don't quit trading. But what do you feel like when you wake up and you're like, I feel like quitting, right? Like, I feel it's not my thing anymore. Well, the best thing you can do is actually allowing yourself to quit for a couple of days only. Take a week out, take 2 weeks out. It's okay. You're worried about your IM subscription because you're paying it. Fine, two and free. Don't pay it. You're not worried about this. You have your couple of weeks free. But in the end of the day, even if you are paying it, guys, you're gonna lose much more money if you keep trading in such state. If you will take a couple of weeks break, trust me. It's never going to work. Your trading is a reflection of your mind. As a trader who is been in I am Academy, I've been for 7 years right now. In trading itself on the charts for 8.5 right now, since I started for crypto, in crypto already before. I'm gonna tell you, even a trader who is already experienced, like you know what you're doing, right? You will still have moments when you will see the clear difference between the periods when your life is like difficult and you face challenges and you feel bad, and the periods when you feel great. And this is going to be direct reflection in your trading every single time. Because if you feel burnout, you can't keep trading in this state. If you feel discouraged after the losing strike, you can't keep trading in this state. You know why? Because you lose now again, like you lose for a week, let's say, or you lose for 2 weeks straight. Let's say, random example, doesn't refer to anyone. Let's say you had 10,000 and now you have 5,000. So you lost half in 2 weeks over leverage in different banks. And you're like, oh my God, I had 10 and I have now 5. Doesn't matter. You can apply your numbers, right? It's the same if you lose from 1,000 to 500. It's the same. So what do you do now when the next Monday starts? You wake up and you think, I had 10,000. Now I have 5, so I need to get it back. I need to trade good to get my 10,000 back. And then I'm going to start making profits. What do you think about at this moment? You think about the trades that you lost, the money that you lost. And even if in one day you will make 3K, you're not going to be happy. You know why? Because you will have 8, but you had 10. And you will keep thinking that you lost money. And you will keep over leveraging and you will keep over trading to get it as fast as possible back, because you focus on losses. And if you focus on losses, what do you get? You get losses. It's as simple as that. And you will lose the rest in your account that you have. Guaranteed 100%. Why is a break so important? The break is so important because these couple of days or weeks, whatever you need, trust me, it's still cheaper than continuing to trade. You need to accept the fact that you lost this money, accept that it's gone. It doesn't matter. Try to at least take a couple of lessons so you know that you paid for lesson and you didn't just lose it for nothing. Write it down and come in back in the market only when you feel like you can let it go. And come in with the attitude, I have 5,000 now or 500. And whatever I make from it is my profit. And whatever I lost was a payment for my mistakes, for my stupid not following my own rules, right? Behavior. And well, it's still cheaper than if you will continue to trade again like this. Come in back only when you focus on winning and knowing that even a couple of hundreds is going to be a good day for you. For 5,000 or a couple of dollars, right? 10, 20, 50. Not when you expect to make this money back. It's a big difference in thinking. It might not be from the first time, but it's about what you focus on. Are you still focusing on the money that you lost? Or are you focusing on the money that you are about to make profit? Are you focusing on the profitable trades? Or are you focusing on the past losing trades that you did? Be very careful with when you come back to the market after losing strikes. And if you need a break, take it. Because I always say this, and I'm going to say it to you as well. People are worried about money that they lost, right? Everyone is worried. And you are worried as well about you lose and everything. Ask yourself this question: how long are you guys going to be trading? 1 year, 10 years, 15 years, the rest of your life? How long are you guys planning to trade? It's an actual question. If you might can put it in the chat box. Rest of my life. So what does it matter? This 500 or 1,000 or a couple of thousand you lose right now. If you're going to be trading for your whole rest of your life, trust me, you will make much more if you will keep going. You will keep growing, learning on your own mistake, the most important. It does not matter. And the more you get attached, the more you hold yourself back from the money you can make. You know how many millions of dollars lose entrepreneurs whom you will see afterwards as multimillionaires, as billionaires? It's because they lost millions, guys. It's not because they lost a couple of thousands, it's because they lost millions and they can get over it. If you can't get over a couple of hundreds or 1,000, you are just not ready to earn more than that. Because that's what you focused on right now, that you lost this. I'm telling you this as a person who lost over 100K in trading when I wasn't able to afford it, right? It wasn't even my money. I needed to get it back afterwards. I'm telling you this, guys, you need to keep focusing on the growth. You can't keep focusing on your losses, because if you will keep focusing on the losses, it's where you get stuck. We all don't like people, I guess, who likes people that you go to their, restaurant with a friend, and you have this friend who is like, ooh, that's expensive, maybe I will just drink water. You don't like these people because you go to the restaurant to spend some nice time with someone and they don't even want to grab a cup of coffee or someone, right? These people, they are limiting their own self, making more money and getting over it and growing further. And the same with trading. If you are now focusing on the losses that you made, and you're really eating yourself up for this, and you are like really feeling bad about this, you're guys holding yourself back from growing. One of the biggest thing in trading is to be able to get over losses. Because what a lot of people do is that they think they will get to the point where they experience almost no losses or no losses. You will not. Because what you're gonna, if you're gonna just out of interest, feel about yourself, you can Google the hedge funds, the big hedge funds, and their profit loss line graph, and you will see how much money they lost in the years when they were not profitable. And now imagine they manage money of millions, billions, sometimes they manage it's not their money, it's someone else's money, and they are negative in the end of the year. That's something. And you know why they stay in business? Because they can get over it and say, next, that was a year like this, that was a month like this, and the next one is gonna be better. And that's it. Imagine if they would be going out of business after the first losses. They would not build this empire. They would not build this hedge funds. It's not something wrong with you. Sometimes you lose not even because you did something wrong. Sometimes you lose because the market is what it is. And sometimes the market is going to hit your stop loss no matter how hard you try, even if it was the best trade in the world. And that's it. And it's not up to you. Your task is only identify if you did something wrong and if you followed the rules. And if you did, it was still a good trade, even if it hit loss. But if you didn't and it was a horrible trade, because you are teaching yourself to make mistakes and that it still can be rewarded. So don't do this, guys. And the last thing I'm going to tell you, it's going to be very quick because I actually do have another call, but I still want to finish it off with something really, really important. Because a lot, what separates basically, and it's going to be something very basic, but I really want you guys to feel it. Try to understand what I'm saying. Everyone is talking about faith and believing in themselves, right? Continuously. Everyone tells, oh, you need to believe in yourself because no one else will believe in yourself if you don't. But you don't, so most of the times when we just start, and I can refer it to myself, we don't really understand how important is this. Because you will have periods in your life when you will have absolutely no one behind you who will support you and help you and push you forward. And you will have periods in life when you will lose everything that you did. It might be this year, or it might be not this year. It might be in 10 years from now. But most likely, every single one of you will experience that you will lose most of the things that you made in your life. And then you will need to get it all back. A lot of people actually draw the graph of trading this way. Just a second. I'm going to turn this all up here. A lot of people think that Sorry, guys, just one more second. There we go. That the graph of trading progress looks the following way, right? They learn and sometimes losses, that, and then they ask me, what was your breakthrough? Because everyone thinks that they will find this one breakthrough and then their trading will go like this. Then people explain, okay, it's not gonna go like this, so you will have your ups and downs, but on average, you will still have an uptrend. And I was explaining this as well in the past. I'm gonna tell you now that that's not how life works. Your life will go in waves. Sometimes you will lose like a lot, especially in the beginning, right? I'm gonna delete this and you will lose a lot, especially in the beginning, until you learn how to apply the things that you learn. Then when you learn and you get your breakthrough that you need to apply the things that you learn, that's an indicator, right? Your graph of progress will go higher. And then you on average will be in positive. And then the big pushes will be when you get your breakthrough, then some smaller, then a big, but sometimes what will happen is that you will lose almost everything you do. And then you will need to start again. And these periods like this are gonna be repeatable. But you know what will be the difference? You will not start from zero every single time. You might start financially from zero, but you will never start from zero with your experience. And you will never start from zero with your knowledge, and you will never start from zero with your self-confidence. Because you know what is building through all of this? Your confidence in that you can do everything, no matter what is taken from you, no matter how much money you lose, no matter how many people live in your team, no matter how difficult life gets, you build this confidence that you can do everything again and again because it's you. And the biggest thing I want you to realize after today's call, it's not the team leader, guys, you are amazing, Yannick, David, awesome. But I want them to know that it's them who wake up every single morning and keeps going. It's not educators. It's not because I'm here, guys. You know, you will thank me and everything for the call, but you guys are here. Some people left. Well, sucks for them. I'm sorry. But if they leave, there is a very big chance that they're going to leave a team afterwards. Why? Because I sat on the calls of people till the first second, till the last. Because even if one sentence or one word is important to me, hits me, that can change my life. And I still do this when I go to conferences and team call and learn something and everything. You guys are here every single team call. You guys are here every single session. You guys are here every single time you lose. You come back again and again and again. And the most important thing that you have in your life is confidence in yourself, confidence that you will do it again, no matter how many times you need to try. And one of the most important things is that every single time you get back, and I want you to remember that the next time you get back to almost zero, is that the next push is going to bring you higher than the previous time. And the next push is going to bring you even higher than the previous time. And again and again and again. You know why? Because here might not be money, might not be like financial status, materialistic things, might not be people who are going to leave you, but here will be your confidence, your skills, your knowledge, your power within yourself. This is what a lot of people lack in this world right now, because we have the basically sharing the mentality of, you know, sharing your emotions and being like, you know, feeling bad is okay. Yes, it is okay feeling bad, but it's still your choice if you feel bad or not feel bad. And it's still a choice to wake up every single morning and keep going. And I want you guys to make this choice every single time, boys, guys, and girls, because in the end of the day, the only things that counts in your life is how many, are you gonna keep going? Are you gonna continue again? Are you gonna try again and again and again? And are you gonna learn on the things that happened before, right? Because when people quit, I always tell that it's choice of every single one of them, but it's the most stupid thing they can do, because they already put time, money, effort, everything in trying to learn it, and then they quit. It's useless. You're just throwing your efforts, time, like everything down the trash. For what? when you're already here for 1 year, around 1 year, you're already closer to make it happen and to make it work than to get back where you were. So guys, I want to leave you guys with this. I'm gonna jump on the next call. I appreciate every single one of you being here. I hope it was worth waiting for a little bit. And I appreciate every single one of you being here till the end of the call as well. So David, Yannick, thank you so much guys for organizing it. You guys have a great team, great energy in this chat box. I love it. And I look forward to see you guys soon in Croatia and on the next team calls as well. Thank you guys again. And I'll see you soon back and on the GoLive as well.
Let's go. What a crazy part. Thank you so much. You can see it in the chat box. Everybody is hyped up. Everybody is fired up. Thank you so much for this amazing part. Bro, Yannick, was hast du zu ergänzen? Ey, ich drehe am Rad, ehrlich.
Ich auch. Man sieht mich zwar nicht, glaube ich nicht, weil du uns einfach nie pinnst, aber...
Doch, na klar, man sieht dich.
Okay, ich sehe mich nicht. Alles gut. Egal. Geisteskrank. Einfach geisteskrank. Also wirklich, ich kann nicht mehr dazu sagen. Ich will auch gar nicht großartig mehr dazu sagen. Ich habe es beim letzten Mal bei Rock schon gesagt. Wir sind auf Conventions immer so unglaublich stark. Geht alle auf Insta, geht alle in Anastasias Chatbox rein, schreibt in eine DM, bedankt euch dafür, was sie hier getan hat, weil der Call war geisteskrank und ich glaube, der hat jeden unglaublich weitergebracht. Viele haben jetzt den nächsten Call. Ich habe noch 2% Laptop-Akku. Ich habe auch direkt den nächsten Call. Von dem her, lasst es uns damit belassen. Von mir war es das. Vielen Dank, dass ihr dabei wart. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Abend.
Let's go.